The iPhone 16e is official. Following months of rumors, Apple announced its new budget smartphone on February 19, and the feature-packed device, which we thought might be called the iPhone SE4, looks set to rank among the best mid-range phones released this year. The iPhone 16e replaces both the iPhone SE from 2022 and the iPhone 14 in Apple's iPhone lineup. And in this video, we'll be highlighting 5 things you need to know about the new device, from its price and availability to its display, chipset, and software upgrades. The first thing to note about the iPhone 16e is its name. All previous generations of the iPhone SE have been marketed as separate from their respective mainline counterparts. The iPhone SE 2022, for instance, was considered entirely separate from the then flagship iPhone 13 line, but the iPhone 16e is being positioned as part of the main iPhone 16 family. In fact, it's not really an SE device at all. In Apple terms, SE stood for Special Edition, and the 3 SE models released prior to the iPhone 16e arrived at inconsistent intervals. The switch to a new naming convention could allow Apple to release a budget-friendly iPhone every year, similar to how Samsung releases lower-spec FE versions of its flagship Galaxy devices every year. Of course, iPhone 16e also sounds more premium than iPhone SE 2025 or iPhone SE4, so the move could simply be Apple trying to boost the appeal of what is essentially its new entry-level iPhone. The first hardware upgrade to note about the iPhone 16e is its screen size. Where the iPhone SE 2022 used a 4.7-inch LCD panel, the iPhone 16e boasts a comparatively huge 6.1-inch OLED display, which brings the phone in line with Apple's base model iPhones. It's stuck with a 60Hz refresh rate, but again, so are Apple's base model iPhones. The move to a more modern display size also means the omission of a physical home button on the iPhone 16e. There are no Touch ID capabilities to speak of here. It's Face ID or nothing, the components for which are tucked away in a visible notch at the top of the iPhone 16e's display. Visually then, the iPhone 16e looks a lot like the now discontinued iPhone 14, but the newer phone does benefit from an action button, which was first introduced on the iPhone 15 Pro, and a more powerful, albeit solitary, main camera. Onto the cameras, and the iPhone 16e gets a single 48-megapixel wide lens on the back, which is complemented by a 12-megapixel selfie camera on the front. Being a lower-spec iPhone, we're not surprised to see Apple stick with a single lens rear setup for its latest budget-friendly model. In fact, the 16e's 48-megapixel main camera is the same as the one you'll find on the regular iPhone 16. It's Apple's Fusion lens, which features an integrated 2x telephoto that lets you zoom in with optical quality. Considering that the iPhone SE 2022 used a 12-megapixel main camera, the iPhone 16e's 48-megapixel lens marks quite the step up, though you'll still miss out on a dedicated telephoto and ultra-wide lens by going for Apple's latest model. Camera control, too, remains exclusive to the rest of the iPhone 16 line. Under the hood, the iPhone 16e is leagues ahead of the iPhone SE 2022 and indeed many other iPhones released since then. The device is equipped with an A18 chipset, which is the same chipset you'll find inside the iPhone 16 and the iPhone 16 Plus. Apple has also included a larger, longer-lasting battery in the iPhone 16e versus the 2022 iPhone SE. We don't have specifics yet, but given that the standard iPhone 16 managed 15 to 16 hours of screen-on time during our testing, we'd expect the iPhone 16e to deliver similar levels of endurance. Apple is quoting 26 hours of video playback, which is certainly an improvement on the previous SE. Other internal upgrades for the iPhone 16e include the first ever Apple-made 5G modem, the Apple C1. Ever since Apple acquired Intel's modem business for $1 billion, it's been working hard to build its own modem in a bid to reduce reliance on Qualcomm. And the iPhone 16e is the first beneficiary of this years-long project. It's not yet clear how much better or worse the Apple C1 is versus the Qualcomm modem you'll find inside the rest of the iPhone 16 lineup, but superior battery efficiency could be on the cards for iPhone 16e owners. All that said, the biggest under-the-hood feature of Apple's new phone is its Apple Intelligence compatibility. Previously, the company's AI feature suite was reserved for the very best iPhones. Think the iPhone 15 Pro, the iPhone 16, and the iPhone 16 Pro. But now, software tools like cleanup, notification summaries, and the redesigned Siri are much more accessible, given the iPhone 16e's less-than-flagship price. Now for the big question, how much does the iPhone 16e cost? The base 128GB storage variant costs $599 in the US, $599 in the UK, and $999 in Australia. And there are also more expensive 256 and 512GB variants to choose from. That starting price marks a sizable increase over the starting price of the iPhone SE from 2022, but you do get double the storage here, and Apple's new iPhone still undercuts the base iPhone 16 by a significant margin. It's not cheap, but it's cheaper in iPhone terms. We can't say for sure just yet whether the iPhone 16e is good value for money, but given the level of specs on offer and the relatively few compromises Apple has made here, it could prove to be an excellent option for casual iPhone buyers. Are you interested in buying the iPhone 16e? Let us know in the comments.